Before today's video starts, I want to announce the winners from the Alabama video beats giveaway. There are so many good comments and submissions for the beats. I had to get some more prizes. 2 sets of pro laces. These aren't the pro laces I'm giving away, but they're my pro laces. And 2 buttons grips. Again, these are not the ones we're giving away. These are just mine. 2 buttons grips, 2 pro laces, 2 sets of beats. Keegan Kessler, his comment in the YouTube video, I'll put the comment on the screen. I thought it was hilarious and very worthy of a set of beats. Now I'm about to go ship beats pair number 1, but I would like to mention beats pair number 2. I've contacted 2 people about winning the second set of beats, none of which have replied. Check your spam folder, check your YouTube messages, Instagram messages, email, because if the person does not claim or persons do not claim this set of beats, I'm going to give it away to somebody in the comment section below. So leave a comment down below. If nobody picks it up, you can win this set of beats. On the next prize winners. Graham Emmett, you have a set of pro laces coming your way. Kevin Fotcher, you have you got a set of pro laces coming your way as well. Karsten Kappe, you got a butt ends coming your way. Matt Sosnowski, you have a butt ends coming your way. Thank you everybody who entered. Hopefully we'll do more giveaways soon. And without further ado, let's get to the video. It is honestly surprising how many times when less actually gets more done in the crease. But with that said, I have to be honest in the sense that I haven't always had simplicity in my game. It's been a facet in my game, but I'd say that probably the last 2 weeks, we have been stressing like you would not believe. Now, a couple things I want to go over in this video, just a quick brief pre-summary before we start the video. Eye-hand coordination, big facet of my game that has improved and had a lot of attention lately. Vision training, simplicity in my game, not dialing that 911 call on the athleticism, excuse me. But as far as the athleticism goes, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let Guy St. Vincent, the goalie coach I've been working with here in Winnipeg, talk to you about that.
So some of the things we've been working on with Travis's game is understanding presence on his feet. That way he can be a lot more mobile, less desperation saves. Our game needs to be boring and not really an entertainment game.
I'm going to put it straight out there. I think he is the best goalie coach in Winnipeg and within the Winnipeg area. He's not reinventing the wheel. He's keeping things very simple. Now, I shot an intro to this video the other day, but I deleted every file except for the opening time lapse by accident. Damn it! Go figure. With that said, let's transition to the ice time, and then I want to take things back with John Stevenson, the mental coach, the psychologist I've been working with, talking a little bit about, well, exactly that. That's what we're going to do next. What have we done to change my game?
We started out with some mobility and teaching you how to move properly, and now we've got the squat really strong. Lifted almost 300 pounds today, and now we're working on some power. Gonna develop power in the last couple of weeks before the season starts.
So I filmed this next part over the summer, and I was just editing it today, and I realized that what I filmed didn't really get the message across that I was trying to get. So I'm gonna reshoot it now, and I'm gonna tell you about the things that I changed in my game. The first off is my hand-eye coordination. Juggling. A lot of people don't believe me when I talk about how much juggling has improved my game. My eye-hand coordination from before I started juggling to now, night and day different. I can control my rebounds much better, my glove saves are more accurate, my blocker saves have better rebound control. It has been game-changing, my glove hand, since I started juggling. And that was all influenced by John Stevenson and my personal goalie coach for telling me, you gotta start juggling, we gotta improve the hands. The next thing on my list is concentration rates. Now, a lot of people are gonna say that this is dumb, this is stupid, this is unnecessary. I realized that if I was gonna play at a higher level and if I was gonna have any chance of being successful, I needed to improve my focus. Too many things going on in the game at one moment with these high level players. Pucks in the back of the net, simple as that. My focus needed to improve. So I started doing these concentration grids. Now, John Stevenson, my sports psychologist, was the one who got me onto these. And these are a 10 by 10 grid with numbers 0 through 99 in them. And your objective is on your phone, iPad, or computer, in that order from 0 to 99, to tap the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 99, and to focus and concentrate. My first try was about 9 minutes. I'm now down to 4 minutes even. So my focus and my concentration have gotten better. And I found that this really did help my game for focusing on shooters, focusing on options, focusing on a bunch of things that weren't being accounted for previously before that. Now, the final thing on this list, and I think this is something that a lot of people have a hard time with, myself included, is understanding that not every day is going to be the perfect day. Not every day am I at 100% or my reads on. Do I physically feel the best in the net? Am I moving the way that I want to? Some days we just show up at the rink and you have 30% in the tank, you have 60% in the tank. There's nothing you can do about it. I think the hard part is accepting that this is what we have to work with. How are we going to take that 60 to 30% or whatever that I have that day and try to get the most out of it and try to be successful? Also, not being happy with any success. Success is just what you make of it. We're back to work. We're trying to get better every single day. Next part, I want to move on to a little bit of a Q&A. There's a lot of great questions that I've had lately submitted that are about getting better. How do I get better? So questions like that, I'm going to answer right now. First question comes from timur.m13. How do you make yourself better on a shitty team? I think it comes down to attitude, dude. You gotta have a good attitude. You gotta come to the rink every day wanting to learn, wanting to get better, wanting to make yourself a better athlete, better person, and a better goaltender. So finding ice time, finding extra ways to improve your game, seeking out other resources, seeking out drills that'll make your edges better, seeking out drills that'll make your brain a lot smarter, just the way you think the game more efficient. It's all on you to get better, whether you're on a shitty team, bad situation, good situation. That comes down to you and you only. Next question comes from Schofield, straightface.nick. Biggest reason to keep trying to move up in hockey, that comes up to you, dude. Like, there's nobody else in this world who's gonna tell you that you should move up in hockey or that you wanna move up in hockey except for you. If you yourself don't wanna get better, put in the time in the gym, on the ice, try to improve your brain, try to improve the way that you think the game, you're kind of a lost cause, dude. Tucker_Ram, how do I get into hockey? I live in Atlanta where we don't have a team, so I want to start playing. Travel hockey might be an option for you, dude. You're going to have to seek out other opportunities. Comes time in hockey when you got to start traveling. You got to go away from home because the talent pool gets bigger. Obviously, maybe you don't have a lot of hockey in your area, but if you don't have a big community of hockey in your area or a team, you're going to have to travel elsewhere, dude. Richie_V30, what's your tips for getting to play goalie at a higher level, whether it be junior or college? It's a lot of time and effort, dude. You have to put in time on the ice, in the gym, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't just happen out of nowhere. What's up, man? Let's do a little bit of a Q&A.
Okay, can't have you on the ice with your shoes, so just...
What if I go like with my socks on? Is that okay?
No, just
without skates, can't be on the ice?
Yeah, because...
To finish up that question, I would also say reaching out to teams, reaching out to coaches in advance for college, probably 2 to 3 years in advance, just so you kind of get on the radar, they know who you are. Junior, 1 to 2 years in advance, make phone calls, make emails, try to find opportunities, generate them yourself. Shows a lot of initiative and coaches like that. That would probably be my biggest tip. Aiden_C_33, what are drills I can do while your team is doing something and they don't need you? I love working on my rotations, my edge work, so working my rotations, making sure my eyes are going first, my head, my shoulders, my body, I'm rotating, I'm getting square in every puck, because if I'm square in every puck, I have a 10 times better chance of stopping the puck. I'm probably gonna stop you because I'm square. Now I'm gonna have a harder time. Working in rotations, working on getting square, working on having that consistently every shot is one thing that I would be working on if I have downtime in between drills and practice. Rowan.Foos, do you think goalies should be the most fit on the team or fat? Bigger isn't better, question mark? I think the age-old idea that a fat goalie can stop more pucks than a skinny goalie is gone. I think it's been debunked, demythed for a very long time. If you want to be a good goalie, you have to be in shape. Do you have to be the top in fitness testing of every team you're on? No. Does it help? Absolutely. It's going to help your game. If you are in better shape, you can squat more. If you have better cardio, if you have more strength, more power than everybody else competing for the position. That being said, you also don't want to show up in shape, because if you do, how are you going to compete? I'm trying to think of how I say this without getting myself in hot water. There's a university team that I skated with within the last 2 years. I'm not going to name a team. I'm not going to name a name. This guy came into camp and he told me, quote, I did not work out all summer. I skated in a couple beer league games and I'm good to go for the year. I shook my head. I could not fathom that this guy just told me this, that this guy was a top recruited goaltender and that he had done this all summer. That right there is just a formula and a plan for failure, and a guy who doesn't want to get better and doesn't want to be determined to be successful long term. I'm going to end that question there because I could probably ramble on about this for a very long time. Final question of the day comes from Wilson Maxfield. Advice to a goalie just going into AAA midget. Funny story for you. I tried to play AAA my entire life, from 13 up until 16. Tried to make AAA, had no luck. When I was 16 years old, I had enough of being cut from the AAA team that I was in my area. So ended up using a fake address and fake like postal code, all that kind of stuff, to try out for a team in Winnipeg that was in a different area, Winnipeg Hawks. If you're going to be trying to make a team, you got to find opportunities to get yourself in a position where you can be successful and to make a team. If you're going into AAA and you want to be successful, I think it's the same as anywhere, dude. You got to be working hard. You got to be the guy that's the first to show up at the rink, last one to leave, first one in the gym, last one to leave, and not just putting in the time and going through the reps and going through the motion, having a purpose behind everything you do. How do I get better on the ice? How do I better my edges? How do I better my game? How do I better my mind? Hopefully everybody watching this is seeing a common theme here. Getting better, taking the initiative on yourself to get better. That's the key to getting good. Putting in the time, having a purpose, being driven to do so. That finishes the Q&A. At SidelineSwap.com, you will be balling with the amount of good deals you'll be finding and the amount of cash you'll be raking in every time you go to sell your new and used sporting equipment. Whether it be hockey, baseball, soccer, football, you name it, Sideline Swap has you covered in those categories, and they assure you to make sure you get your money if you're selling and you get your equipment if you're buying. Go to SidelineSwap.com and I'll see you in the next video.